Welcome along to the Professional Inline Hockey Association. I am Joe Oria recapping day one of the Piha Finals. First in the Pro Division, it was really a dominant performance by the Suffolk Sting in both Game 1 and Game 2. Sting winning Game 1 7-0, and then winning Game 2 8-1. A couple of things really of note of the Sting. I think the biggest one is that if you thought that the Sting was going to bring their exact same team that lost last year, you are gravely mistaken. Jay Miro got his team better. They got faster and ultimately deeper with the addition of guys like PJ DiMartino coming back and ultimately making an impact on the squad. They were just precise. They really sliced the Demon Dogs apart, and ultimately the Demon Dogs have to figure out exactly how they're going to get back into the series. Just maybe a couple of adjustments, but otherwise it was a real dominant performance by the Sting. One of the players who had 5 goals throughout both games was Billy Pascali, and I spoke with Billy Pascali after Game 2. Down here with Billy Pascali. Billy, that was a statement, those first 2 games.
Yeah, we came out flying. I think we have a lot to prove after last year. Everyone showed up ready to go. They're a great team, but we were able to find the back of the net today.
What do you think was really the motivating factor for these first 2 games?
It's really last year. Game 7 loss, it hurt. We came with a couple more guys, allowed us to be a little more rested out there, and I think it's showing, at least in those first 2. Long series left.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
That was Billy Pascali just after Game 2, and really he was absolutely on the money. Their top guys were able to get rest, and honestly, if you have guys like Brett Jackson who are playing on the second line, that means you are a really deep team. And ultimately, it allowed guys like Halverson to get rest. It allowed guys like PJ DiMartino to get rest. And really, and Dan Healy had an amazing Game 2 as well. There was one play in particular where he was able to match somebody physically, knock him onto the rink, and then put a nice backhand shot past Kevin Dwyer right there on the left shoulder. So otherwise, just those depth players also doing really well for the Sting, and ultimately giving their top guys some rest. One of the guys that also had a really great performance in both Game 1 and Game 2 was KJ Tiefenworth, and I spoke with him after Game 2. Down here with KJ Tiefenworth. KJ, that was a great first couple of games for you.
Yeah, no, it was good to be back out here. Had to prove ourselves a little bit from the debacle from last year, so good to get off to a hot start.
What do you think was really the main difference? I know you brought PJ DiMartino back, a couple other skaters to really give you some depth.
Yeah, the guys we were missing, they're pretty good, you might say. So it was nice having them, a couple extra legs, and just finishing our chances, I guess. It's always fun playing with the Sting boys, but having the full squad's definitely in our benefit.
You guys were deadly tonight. Thanks so much, KJ. Appreciate you.
You have a great one.
That was KJ Tiefenworth after Game 2. So tomorrow night, the Pro Final is back here at the Xfinity Roller Sports Arena in Colorado Springs, and it is Games 3 and 4 between the Denver Demon Dogs and the Suffolk Sting. Demon Dogs have to win one or they'll be eliminated tomorrow night. Again, they only have to make a couple of adjustments, and I think they will get back into the series. In the semi-pros, really it's the Philadelphia Deuces that really are the number 1 team heading after 2 games. They ended up winning their first 2, one over the Arvada Fire and then over the Mile High Blizzard. The Suffolk Sting, probably one of the most interesting games. I would argue it's a final preview between the Sting and the Gladiators going into overtime. The Sting ended up winning that one as well, and the Blizzard and Fire remain they have not won a single game in the semi-pro. They hope to get off the schneid tomorrow. And in the minor division, it was really the Trash Pandas and the Sting that have dominated both the Fire Ants and the Sloan Lake Tugboats, respectively. The Fire Ants and Tugboats hope to get their first win of this campaign tomorrow. Again, that'll do it for me. I'm Joe Oria with the Professional Inline Hockey Association. You can follow us on all our social medias at Professional Inline Hockey Association on Facebook, at _Piha on Instagram, and then _Piha on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the game 2 or game 3 and 4 of the pro finals, and ultimately the day 2 recap. Thank you so much. We'll see you then.